In this video, I'm going to show you how to make an awesome universal tool with Google Sheets totally free that you can use to track your finances, your leads, and your workflows. It's easy to make and customize and can work on your phone. So let's go to Google Drive, click New, go to Google Sheets, and click on Blank Spreadsheet. Now here, what we're going to make is actually a table, which will work within the spreadsheet system. Just go up to Insert and click on Tables. Now, there's a few different preset ones here that look really nice and have different pre-made columns with different types of data in each of them. We even have some like groups here, under event planning, guest list, event budget, presets for customer relations, project management, all kinds of cool stuff. But I'm just going to go back to the top. And let's start with project tasks. Click on it and boom, it's already created for you. I'm going to close this side panel with a little X and we're ready to customize. So first, let's give this whole thing a name, right? We got to name stuff so that later when we come back to our mess of files, we know exactly what it is and maybe things won't be so messy anymore. So I'm going to name this Photo Shoots 2024. Okay. And we're going to give it a title, same title, Photo Shoots 2024. And down here, you can double click on Sheets 1 and name this Income, because you can also make a separate sheet, which could be expenses, and track all of your expenses, add up all the numbers automatically. Super awesome. I'm excited about this. So I'm going to also press F11 to clear my screen, get some more space. All right, so let's start customizing each of these columns, which will track different parts of our data. We can sort them, we can filter them, really fun. Okay, double click on tasks. I'm going to name this Shoot Name, right? This is normally how my client's first or last name, and generally if it's a wedding or family or things like that. Priority, I'm going to change this to category so I know what type of photo shoot it was. Okay, this next column is owner, which is actually people, like emails you can attach and tag people in, which is really cool, but not for me. So I'm just going to delete all of column C, right click and delete column. Let's name this finances. And in a minute, we will customize all of these to different statuses of paid or unpaid or deposit, things like that. This can be the shoot date. I'll just name it date because obviously it's about shoots. I don't need an end date, so delete that column. Milestone, this is text. See how that has T's there? That means it's just text, right? You can just type anything in here, anything you want. And I'm going to make this amount so we know how much money we got paid. All right, I'm going to click on column E and I can move it over to the finance column. That makes sense to me. Maybe actually first, because money is kind of important. All right, we got shoot date. This doesn't need to be super wide, so move that over. This is file attachment, which is you can select and attach Google files, but I don't need that, so delete. Here's another text column, which I do need. Let's name this miles so that we can track how many miles we drive a year and put that on our taxes. Awesome. A few more things you want to keep track of when you're tracking your photo shoots and income is the package that you actually sold them, right? So that in future years, you can look back and laugh at yourself and be like, oh my gosh, why did I give away everything for free? Okay, so this is where you'll write what the package was. Now let's customize these drop downs. So category, let's size this up a little bit bigger. There we go. Category. Click on the pencil to customize these drop downs. Let's do just a few, right? Family, engagement, wedding, and of course, cosplay. Okay. You can customize what color it is. Doesn't really matter in this case. You can also rearrange them or delete them. If you check this right here, it'll allow you to select multiple of these options inside this drop down, but I'm just going to keep this single because it's just a category. So click done. Now this isn't valid because P01 was from the previous selections, right? We can change these to whatever we want and there will be no more error. There we go. Everybody's happy. Now the amount column is of course how much money we made from the photo shoot or the event, but let's change this to actual money. So click on C and then click on the dollar sign up here to format it into dollar currency data. So it's only going to be dollar amounts with a decimal. Finances, let's customize these. Let's make the first one not paid. For whatever reason, they have not paid you, which normally should not be on your records if they haven't paid you, but whatever. We're going to do deposit only, payments, plural, right? They're doing payments, and then completed. Hey, I'll just keep that right there. So not paid is going to be bright red, right? That's a red flag. Deposit only, we'll leave that as yellow so we don't forget to make them pay the rest of it. Payments is green because you're either paying, and then completed is green. Cool. Click done. Now again, these have the old text, so let's just add something. You can just hit backspace too. It won't mess with your formatting. It'll just erase and make it blank, empty. Right? We can blank these two. There we go. Date is good. Month, day, year, miles, package. Okay, let's fill this out and add some actual data here. So let's just do, I don't know, Han and Leia engagement. Okay, let's change this to engagement. Amount, 1977. for no particular reason, just that number. Finances, let's do completed day. Oh, I don't know, May 4th, 1977. Okay. I do like to time travel occasionally for special shoots. Miles, I don't know, let's do 30. And then package, let's do 1 hour and 30 images. Oh, digitals, right? We want to be as specific as possible while saying as little as possible, so we don't have a whole sentence here and we can still understand it in the future. Awesome. So that's it for our financial tracking and our shoot tracking. You can, of course, add more columns by clicking the plus button. And when you do this drop-down area, you can tell it what type of data it is. Number, what type of number, percentage currency, text, date, what type of date. Drop down like we've already done. Checkboxes. I love checkboxes. Smart chips is cool. We've got people in your Google account, files from your Google, finance, place, ratings. Very nice. So there are lots of options there. Let's delete that. Now the expenses would be basically the same thing, just how much money you spent, right? So you can total all up. Speaking of totals, what if we have a whole bunch of numbers here? I'm just literally typing random numbers. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, big numbers. And let's total this all up into one cell and have it automatically add them together for our tax guy at the end of the year. To do that, we're going to right click on row number 1 and do insert row above. So now we actually have row 1 is up here, and we can make this the total column. So let's give it like a nice background, like a light green, right? Because we're making money. Make it bold so it's hard to miss. And click on currency. So it's going to be currency formatted. Now with the cell selected right here, C1, I'm going to type equal sign. Look, it's already trying to do it for me. Type in the word sum, S-U-M, open parentheses. Now click on the first cell, which is 1977. And then you can click and drag down to the last cell, which for me is 16. We only have 16 rows. And then close parentheses and enter. Now what this is doing, here's the formula right here. FX means formula. It is equaling the sum, which is adding the whole column of amount, right? Underneath this, all these amount down here, added them up. Now, if we add more cells, let's add maybe 10 more cells. There we go. I just added 10, rows. I added 10 more rows down here. It's going to keep adding these up. If I add one down here, $50, there we go. It went up. Yes, it is constantly updating this column or this cell with the amount that we've made that year. And that's awesome to know. You can do the same thing for your miles. Equal sum. And then I think we can just, open parentheses. Oops. Just click on miles. No. You gotta actually click on there we go. If you drag down, it automatically grabs that whole miles column. Enter. Oh, we don't have any miles yet. Oh, we have 30. Why is this not adding it up? Oh, because this is text, not numbers. So let's change edit column type to number, just a straight number, right? No decimal. So anytime we add numbers, it's going to add them up for us. Very cool. Let's do one more spreadsheet. This is going to be task management, which would be like your workflow. So let's do event tasks, insert, close. Here we go. Let's name this photo workflow, right? Because ideally we're so busy. We have so many photo shoots and jobs and subtasks. We have to make a list of them to keep track of them because we're so busy, and that's a good sign. So photo workflow, awesome. So let's add photo shoot. I'm going to do the same thing. So Han and Leia, right? Now, what are the steps we do? First, we need to do a status. All right, so we're going to add a few statuses here. First, not started. It already was there. Next, we're going to do imported. Cold. Next, we do LR edits. That's just me. And then after that, I do PS edits for Photoshop. Finished. Stage. Here's another nice set of drop downs. Let's make this product, right? So what is the product? Is it digitals? Is it prints? Let's customize that. So let's do digitals. We're going to do digitals web, digitals full resolution, and prints. And then let's add another option of album. Okay. Now we are going to do multiple selections with this one. Let's give it a nice color. So that we can check all the multiple things that are included. So first we can delete these empty placeholders. There we go. Now we could do, this client paid for digital web, web size and prints. There we go. I'm gonna add a few columns to the left here. Insert, insert, insert. Okay. We're gonna make this one backup, right? We want to have part of our workflow that is backups, and we're gonna change this to the checkbox, right? Is it backed up? Yes or no? If it's not, then, well, maybe you need to think about backing that up. We're going to do review. We definitely want to get a review at the end of the whole process here. Change this to checkbox as well. I'm going to make a field for gallery link, which we will paste the actual gallery link. I use Pass. It's similar to Pixie Set and SmugMug. Whatever you use, you can paste it here so that you don't lose track of it. And also, this might be a copycat of our last one, but let's make a finances dropdown so we know where we are in the workflow with the finances, right? So column type, drop down. All right, let's edit this. Let's do unpaid. Let's do payments, just like before. Awesome. So that is it for the workflow table. I hope this video inspires you in different ways to use Google Sheets. It's an incredible tool. It's cloud synced. You can share it, invite people to edit it with you. You can access it and use these things on your phone. I just love it. So go forth and make spreadsheets. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and like and all those things. Have a great week spreadsheeting.